Space cadet.
Ooh.
What is up, y'all?
Chokes and
Hey,
consciousness.
episode 19.
Hey, almost
Hey,
20.
rolling them out, rolling them out. I think it's only fitting that we started off with a space cadet wink. If you know, you know what's been
Mm.
going on in these streets out here. Do your research.
Space cadet could mean so many things, though.
Hey, you take perspective. We talked about this.
Do whatever research you want.
Hey, you do you. So here we are again, Deja and Michaela, episode 19. We're rounding out the end of November. It's kind of crazy that it's pretty much done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's Thanksgiving week. Wild.
I know. And Thanksgiving week means there's a lot of food to be eaten, connections to rekindle, resume, reaffirm. So I'm very much looking forward to the day off on
Mm-hmm.
Thursday.
Yeah, do you get Friday off too?
I did not schedule anybody, so I did take the day off.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
just want to
You
be
don't
mindful.
you don't get
Yeah.
days off. You get to choose your days off.
That is correct. So I'm happy about that. I'm excited because, at the end, I don't want to limit myself
Mm-hmm.
from just having a good time on Thursday, which means like all the food being not feeling really great because I ate too much, possibly, hopefully, um, you know, and I mean, maybe a little extra fun. We'll see.
Nice. Yeah, always throwing some extra fun on top of food. Good food.
Why not? Yeah.
Yeah.
How about
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, I'm excited to see everybody and eat whatever's my family's making.
Okay, okay. I like this hoodie we got going on. What is that? I love is that a I love Lucy?
It says I love Lucy. She's a singer. My old job, I worked at a t-shirt printing shop and this
Okay.
is something we printed that got messed up, so I got to take it home.
Dang, hell
It's
yeah.
it's kind of tie-dye, you can't see it really, but it's pink and blue.
Okay. Did is that was that a thing?
What?
You mess up
Oh
stuff and then
yeah.
you get to take it?
Yeah, if things are messed up, we got to take them home. Like the
Dang, but
smallest things too, like just like fuzz getting in the print, like just a little spot in the print. Sometimes that was bad.
dang. Sprinkle a little dust. Whoops.
Mm-hmm.
Guess we
Yeah.
can't sell this one.
I had one coworker that messed up so many things, and just because I don't know, it's just how he was. Like, but it was kind of cool because I could fix them afterwards, and then I'd have some cool just banties.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, it was
that's
fun. Like, it
cool.
was a fun job.
Mm-hmm.
Just some of my coworkers were annoying, so I had to get out of there.
It's really always something. It's like either like the job is just freaking terrible, but the coworkers are cool. So it's like I'm
Mm-hmm.
I'm here longer than I should be, but like I'm holding it down because us all of us are in this together and I really like my coworkers, or it's like my coworkers freaking suck, but I love the job.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Worse
there's a,
than,
in between,
yeah, yeah.
you know.
I was gonna say, and there's inventory.
Definitely an in between. But yeah, those two polar opposites there, that's where it gets you. I've been in both situations.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. It's not
Man.
fun. I just wish we could work with like our friends all the time.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty happy to be doing so at the moment. And that's been
Mm-hmm.
great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm. So just manifest.
Yeah, I haven't done my
That's okay.
evening manifesting, but I did it earlier today.
At least if you're getting it in, being intentional, saying it every day,
Mm-hmm.
it's just going to become automatic.
Yeah.
It's already a part of your system because you've already it's like starting to sprout, you know what I mean? The seed was
Mm-hmm.
already planted.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, usually in the mornings, like I'll remind myself sometime. And I've been listening to, or I've been catching a lot of songs referencing 369 and just three. Like, oh, that's kind of crazy. It's out there more than I realized. I just wasn't paying attention to it.
Now you're awake. You're awakening right now.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. Again, Scorpion.
Yeah.
Scorpion, third eye. Yo, it's yep, that's right. You are seeing right now, you are attracting your vision, right?
Mm-hmm.
Energy is coming your way. We've talked about this. What you put out there and what you put within is what you're going to get back.
Yep.
So be
Karmic
intentional.
portals.
That hey,
Mm-hmm.
just you got to be out here making differences. The work.
Mm-hmm.
You're putting in the work. We love to
Oh,
see it.
yeah. Yeah. I'm feeling it too. I'm a little tired out here, but it's all right.
It's worth it.
Yeah, because it's crazy. Like things just keep building on top of each other. Like I can do more. The more I do, the more I can do. That's just kind of wild.
Oh, we're stacking right now.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So, stacking, and there's a difference, right?
It's
I would
stacking.
argue, well, your tiredness,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because I think maybe a couple of months ago, the tired was more in like, what the f am I gonna like? What am I doing, right? And if
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, right? You were in the jello, but you weren't quite moving yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. So it was like I'm tired, but I'm like annoyed that I'm tired.
Yeah.
Now we're moving in the jello, and we're okay about being tired.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. Getting comfortable with being tired, I guess.
That's right.
And swimming through jello.
What would be your jello that you're swimming in?
Like what flavor?
Yeah.
Cherry. It's just red. That's what I see when I think about it. Well,
Whoa, see it red.
like red jello. What kind of
Oh,
what
I
kind of
thought you meant like seeing red, like
Oh,
rage.
no. That's just the jello I think of when I think of swimming through jello. What kind of jello are you seeing?
Well, I'm not much of a jello kind of eater, right? We've talked about how I'm weird about texture.
Yeah.
However, if I had a flavor of jello, wow, that's a great question. I think I'd probably have to go like blue raspberry,
Yeah. That's
red and
usually
blue.
my
Okay,
favorite.
yeah, okay.
So do you not visualize anything when you think of swimming through jello? Like what do you visualize when you when we say that?
Well, okay. Well, I first was visualizing because you said red, but then I
Mhm.
was immediately visualizing, for whatever reason, fruit in jello. So it was like pine. It was like a pinkish red, but pineapples. That's what was in my mind, but it didn't register as something that was good. So I was like, I don't even
Mhm.
want to speak that out. So I was like, let me think of something that I would actually like to swim through versus
Mhm.
like bits of pineapple, just like doom. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that that's what was going on in my
Mhm.
head.
I got you. Yeah, I didn't. I wasn't seeing the fruit. I was just swimming through jello, just seeing
you
the
yeah,
red
you were
jello.
you were. And I was like, oh no. Like it didn't seem like I was trying to make hurdles for myself, but it was more of like I just wanted a scenic kind of yeah. Give
No.
me something to look at.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you can look at anything in jello.
Probably not. Like would you
I,
be able to see like your hand?
yeah, I probably
Like
want to be able to open your eyes, but when I envision it, my eyes are
ooh.
open and I'm seeing myself swim.
Dang, I just had like the weirdest thought of that feeling. What that feeling would be like if you opened your eyes in jello.
Ew. Yeah, the
It,
jello in
because
your eyes.
ew, because your eyeballs already like kind of gel, like a firm jelly. So it'd just be like, and then you're like blinking and it's cold and you're just like blinking out the jello as it's like
Yeah.
squishing out like a toothpaste tube.
Damn. Too far.
You can't let me get on a roll. I just see it. This is why I wish that I was a better artist in terms of like painting or drawing. I wish I was like a sketch artist because the stuff that
Mhm.
I have in here and how I can describe it to a T, I'm like, I just wish I could translate it to. And I'm not talking about like everybody can draw. I can draw a stick figure. You know what I mean? I'm
Mhm.
talking about mastery work.
Yeah. I mean, we could get you there, or you could use AI and just type it
Dang,
in, and then the
that's
image will pop
cheating.
out. I, I mean, kind of, but you're also taking what you're thinking of and turning it into an image. I don't think it's cheating. I just think it's a different use. Like it's a tool that you could use.
You're right. I want to draw it though.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's start drawing.
Okay, what? Okay, I know obviously you have to work on your craft, sharpen your craft, get better.
hmm
And is being an artist, like being able to draw and things like that and paint, is that just like also just a natural born talent?
I don't. I don't think so. Or I just think I got good at drawing when I was around 4 or 5 years old. Not good, but I started really early. So I think
Mm,
just over time, like I was able to develop skills.
because you
So
liked it though.
yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Do you like drawing though? Because
I
if you
did. I
do,
used to. I used to like tracing. Or I could like look at something and I could start to draw it. Not
mm,
super complicated, but could look at
yeah,
something and start to draw it. Like a picture. Like I'd always draw I'd always draw like the Jayhawk. Or then I was like when I went through my little like new metal punk rock phase, I would always draw like the Limp Bizkit little cartoon characters.
nice. Yeah, that's cool. We can get you back into drawing,
Yeah.
build those skills if you want.
Yeah. Maybe that'll translate into better handwriting because cheese and rice, that shit is
Mm,
like a child.
yeah.
Yeah. It's not like chicken scratches. Like it's weird. Like some days it can be decent. And then I'm like, wow, I
hmm
have a really good handwriting. And other days I'm like, what happened? Why is this is like a totally different person wrote
Yeah.
this?
Are you taking your time? Like, are you
No.
rushed versus it's just always scribbles?
Maybe not scribbles, but I think like my hand gets tired. I don't have the hand stamina.
Mm.
So then
Yeah,
like it gets tired and then I'm just like, oh. So
I do
like
feel
P's
that.
ain't peeing, D's ain't D'ing.
Do you get your P's and D's mixed up when you write?
I don't.
All right.
Well, because well, because my name starts with a D.
Mm. Dang. I wonder if my name started with a D, if I would have my D's, P's, and B's all not
Dang.
not mixed up.
Do you mix them up?
Sometimes, because they all look the same. They're just tilted a different direction.
That's fair. That's totally fair. Yeah, it's just first letter of my name, so I'm like, never
Mm-hmm.
mix it up.
Makes sense.
So, um, I think well, I don't even know. That was a long-winded. I don't even know how we got here.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know.
We swam through Jello and took some turns.
We investigated one of the pineapples, and that's I guess that's what was in one of them
The
in my
chicken
Jello.
scratch.
The chicken scratch. Uh, all right, now reeling it back
Reel it
in.
back in.
Reeling it back in. Sorry. So overall, how was your week? How's the
That's
week
good.
been? Because you had your first week of
Of wrestling
practice.
practice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that went good. It was a little chaotic, I'd say, for the first couple of practices, just getting everything sorted, just figuring out who everybody is. I still have to learn like
Oh,
so many names, but It went good. Our third practice was a lot smoother, and it was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I
It's only
think.
going to get better.
Oh yeah, I think we'll have a strong team this year. Like the girls that are there are really committed and they're focused, and it's cool to see because
How many?
I've never done wrestling before, so this is just the first.
And it's blown up. Yeah. How many girls do you have?
We started with I think 37, and I think we're down now, but between probably 25 and 35, I'd say.
That's still damn. That's still crazy to have that like an all girls wrestling squad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's two high schools put together, but it's still like the biggest numbers we've had so far in Lawrence
Mm-hmm.
for wrestling.
Yeah, I can imagine. Like, I'm not real. I'm not good with names either. So when I'm teaching, oh my god,
Mm-hmm.
like some people, I don't even be knowing. I don't even catch on to their name until like maybe like month 3, and by that
Yeah.
time,
And
by
you're the
that,
teacher?
hey, I'm just like somebody else needs to call this person their name. Like, because if they're like doing well,
Mm-hmm.
right, they'll like talk like, and then maybe they'll if they email me, if there's an email exchange back and forth, I'll catch on pretty quick. But if they're just doing
Mm-hmm.
their thing, showing up to class and whatnot, and they're just kind of unassuming, it's not going to
Mm-hmm.
stick with me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I mean, even people that's why like at the gym, man, there's some people I just totally butcher their name. I'm really good with faces,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, names. Like I remember one time I straight up called, who did I think Joe was? I thought he was another. Maybe I thought he was another Sam. I just looked at him. I was like, "Hey, Sam," and he was like, "My name's Joe." And this is after like, this is after like months of him being at the gym in the
Mm-hmm.
other space, and I was like, "My bad." I really
Damn.
thought
Yeah.
so. It takes time, but the more you get
Mm-hmm.
acclimated, right, and you're engaging, it'll start sticking
Mm-hmm.
with you. But that's a lot of names to remember.
Yeah. Yeah. I only got, I think, like 3 down, but we'll see. The ones that are loud and kind of turds, those are the ones that are sticking because
Of
they're
course,
are getting yelled at the most.
dang, they're just testing you.
Hmm. I know, and I'm not. I hate yelling at people, so I'm like, please don't push me. Like,
You don't
don't
have to
test me
yell.
too much.
Just be you.
I
Hey,
know
hey,
that is what
don't.
I do. I'm just like, hey,
That's right. So what do they call you? Like, what did the kids call you?
I don't know. I'm Michaela,
What? Not
just
Coach
Michaela.
Michaela?
I don't know. I mean, Juliana talks to me the most. Haven't really. Nobody's really talked to me a whole lot.
Hey, it's Coach. Call me Coach.
I'm
What?
like,
First
I'm not.
name basis. I'm not your little friend out here. What are we talking about? I'm your coach.
I mean, Carl's Carl.
That's Carl. Yeah.
All right.
Oh no. I guess I'm not that's not even petty. There's roles here, right?
What? Yeah. If you were coaching, then you'd be like, you call me coach. You don't call me Deja.
Call me coach. Yeah, coach. Or coach. Yeah, Coach D, Coach Jackson, something like
Mm-hmm.
that's my role, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe like after we've been established, you can call
Yeah.
me Deja. You know what I mean? It just kind of
Mm-hmm.
seems like we need to kind of establish this kind of like a little bit of a role boundary for. But like I said, me per you do whatever you
Yeah.
want. That's
Yeah.
just me because I do that with my like students. Like I'm not about
Mm-hmm.
to like I don't have them. It's weird to me if they're gonna call me like Miss Jackson. That's
Yeah.
odd to me.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, at the beginning, I'll be like, you know, you can call me Miss Deja, Miss Jackson, um, you know, Professor,
Mm-hmm.
whatevs. You know,
All
even though I don't
right,
have the
Professor.
hey, but you know, I don't have the official doc title yet, teacher, whatevs. But then
Mm-hmm.
obviously after we get established, I'm like, I'm just Asia. You're
Mm-hmm.
not trying to have any hierarchy over you necessarily, but it is a role difference.
Yeah. Yeah. I do have to remind myself that they're high schoolers. Cause like I don't know, like I forget that they're not in college. Like these are
Oh
high
yeah.
schoolers.
They're
Like
not
I'm
little
not,
adults.
yeah, like I'm not back in college. I'm back to high school level athletes. But when they start wilding, it reminds me. I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, yep, they're high schoolers.
They say something where they're like emotionally somewhere and you're like, oh, right.
Hmm.
Okay. This makes sense.
Yeah. Just random screams, just stuff for no reason. It's like, why are you doing that? Like, oh yeah, you're only 15, 16 years old.
Because they don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even know. But that'll be fun. First week, you got that through. You said it got a little easier. I'd be curious. So when's the first
Mm-hmm.
meet?
December 4th. That's our first.
Oh, that's like next week.
Is it next week?
No, we're like
In 2 weeks, right?
yeah.
Let me check. Like,
I
dang,
guess
time
two
is just,
weeks, but like, well, because I
yeah.
guess yeah.
Yeah, next Wednesday. Damn. Damn, we've only had a week of practice and we're only
They'll say, hey,
having,
get in there.
yeah, only a half week this week. So like by the first meet, we've only had maybe 2 weeks of practice in. That's crazy.
They said, let's go.
We're wrestling.
Hey, y'all newbies that just tried this out literally 2 weeks ago, it's time to get in there.
Mm, yeah, it'll be fun though. I think
Yeah.
watching them wrestle will be really fun.
Mm-hmm. Hey, getting established, I'm here for it. So, any updates on fundraiser at
Um,
all?
I still need to figure it out. There's an app that you can download, but I still need to figure out like how that's connected to our team. I'll give some updates next week.
All right, sounds good. Want to get that fundraiser out there to support
Mm-hmm.
the wrestling teams. I know Otto and Jax also have at our
Mm-hmm.
gym. They have their wrestling link up as well. So check those out. Donate to your peeps so they can compete and be supported while doing so.
Yep. How
Mm-hmm.
was your week?
It wasn't too bad. Um, it was I think so. We're recording Sunday night, but if we flip back to last Monday throughout the week of that, I was feeling energized. You saw, I was like
Yeah.
hyped. I was on stab, but fun. But I'm still on murderous. Yeah, I was like,
Mm.
just stabbing people in the chest. These are fake stabs, y'all. I didn't actually have a knife. It was but I was just again pulling up on people, and I just felt, I don't know, just like I felt this like inner just energy was just
Mm-hmm.
pulsing through me, and I was like, that was us also transitioning. I think we transition officially
Mm-hmm. The Pluto's, what
in
is it?
Aquarius
In
now.
Aquarius.
Pluto's in
Yeah.
Aquarius now. It's been real. Thank you. It has been real since 2008. It was like I'm coming out. That's
Mm.
what it felt like for me last week in terms of the energy. I
Dang.
mean, I was like rolling. I think, what was it, on Tuesday? I just went, not even like aggressive ham. I was just like, I am locked in. In like a flow state, and maybe my energy was like a little higher than it normally is on putting it, like
Mm-hmm.
just throwing the kitchen sink at people. I was feeling it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So I think I've transitioned into my elevation, my evolution.
Nice.
um Michaela knows what I'm talking about. If you all have been on this journey that I've been on, you all, this, what, we're on episode 19. You have been on this journey for like through episode 19. But this has been going on since like two
Yeah.
years. I've been out here getting my situation, situating my internals, you know. Um just getting me right, getting my awareness, putting in work. Again, there's no arrival, as I always say, there's no arrival to the plat or to the goal necessarily. This is ongoing. So I'm always going to be working on stuff. And I will say, I think that I have officially transitioned into all of this work and all of this stuff that was going on, and Pluto and Capricorn and everything. And we are officially hatched into the next phase. And it feels good. Like the manifestation, like I just want to like
Mm-hmm.
flex all the time, but not aggressively. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good
So
energy.
that's where I was at. Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it was because I also felt pretty aggressive Tuesday too. Just for no
Hmm.
reason. Like aggressive and just like like my scatterbrained. I was doing everything on Tuesday.
Like what's happening? But I'm locked in. What's happening?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah. Wednesday though felt fine. It was just Tuesday. Like, oh no.
That was the day. That was the day. So everybody, like, look, these next couple of years and on, Michaela and I are about to hit we hitting the ground running. Y'all don't even know what's coming, but in our minds we do, but we can't
Mm-hmm.
articulate that to you right now. And you will soon find out, and it's because you're going to be along this journey with us.
Yeah. Like it'll all make sense eventually. Or like we'll be able to explain it well eventually when everything connects and lines up and plays
Hmm.
out how we're manifesting it to play out.
We are going back to our sequoias,
Watering them.
and little by little, it's it's just growing.
How big do you think our trees are now?
Mm, I think we got like at least like waist. Like my waist would be like maybe like two
Like,
feet, two
yeah.
feet maybe. Not compared.
You're a little taller than that. Maybe like
My
3.
legs. I was going to my legs. Do you think
Mm.
like my legs would be 3, and then my torso's like
I was
two and a
thinking
half?
your hips are probably like at 3, 3.5.
Yeah,
You're
yeah, you
not
might be
that
right.
small.
That's right. I'm not a toddler. Well, toddler, that might be like their hips probably like a foot. If oh
I don't
no.
know.
I think that's what it is though. It's like a little bush.
Mm-hmm. Our trees, our bushes. That's all right. We gotta trim them, prune them, and like bonsai them, and they'll start growing. They won't look like a
Exactly.
bush any much longer.
But I was kind of talking about like the height.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we always gonna have to trim. There's gonna be trimmings. That's good. That's gonna have to happen. Those are the growing pains of the continual, ongoing evolution out here. So again, we're moving forward on everything that we've been talking about.
Yeah. I need to go back and listen to our first few episodes just to like go back to to our mindset of back then. You know,
Yeah.
18 weeks ago. Like just what I don't know. I think it'd be cool to watch our journey from the outside. So the people
Hmm.
listening right now, I bet your perspective's pretty cool to see where we're going because sometimes we don't even know.
We don't. We
We're
don't.
just trying stuff and working.
The work, you know. Exactly. I think yeah, that'd be super interesting. And again, thank you again,
Yeah.
loyal listeners, because they've noticed the difference. We appreciate the
Mhm.
feedback. I'd be curious. I haven't talked to Marcella, but Marcella, what did you like so much about the morning in comparison to the nighttime when we record? Because we only did that one time.
Mhm.
What were we talking about? What was I forgot what episode that
Yeah, I don't
was.
remember. It was early. It was early on. Yeah, she said she liked that one better than the other one. So we need a I don't know, I'd be down for another morning one. It's kind of fun just drinking your coffee, enjoying your morning and
Yep,
having a pod.
getting the day start getting the day started. Absolutely. So again, you all go back and listen, and you're gonna be like, dang, they really are out here doing it, and we've been
Mm-hmm.
doing it.
Yeah, maybe not back to the first one because our audio kind of sucks, but
Hey, it
maybe.
is what it is. We were learning. That's part of the journey.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm. Just look at where we've come. Yeah, exactly. This is
Yeah,
where we came from, and this is where we are.
yeah, that's so cool. Day one, we had no idea. We're like, let's try this
Winging it,
out.
winging it. Let's see how it goes. Mm-hmm. And we got, like I said, we had a little guest on, Nikki. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
2025 is going to be on and popping when it comes to guests.
Hell yeah.
So get ready out there.
Yeah.
Get your chops, get your pod chops ready, because it's gonna be like those that machine where you like the claw. You go and pick out like a stuffed animal. That's what it's
Yeah.
gonna be. So one of y'all, the claw is gonna come down, and it's
All
gonna be
right.
your time to shine.
Ladies. Ladies from the gym, be ready.
The claw's coming. The chokes and consciousness claw. Mm-hmm. Okay. So
Yeah.
with that said, gym wise, we're almost there since it's the end of November update. We'll definitely put up some images, video of the gym when everything's complete. I haven't been over there since Friday. I know they're still working on some stuff tonight, getting the mats
Mm-hmm.
laid down and everything. Everything's official. Um and technically, I think by the end of Friday of this week, they will officially be out. Ground Theory will be in the new space, which is literally maybe 40 steps from the old space,
Mm-hmm.
right behind Sonic, off of
Yeah.
23rd Street. So, hey, get yourself little happy hour or whatever you want. Kick it for a minute. Come by, check us out. I wouldn't recommend eating Sonic beforehand, but you know what you could do? You could treat yourself with a little sweet treat, a little sugar hit after you come and try out a class in
Mm-hmm.
the new space. And then you can run on to Sonic and do what you do.
Yeah, summertime. I can't wait. Hit the gym and then Sonic.
Hey, well,
And
you
then
know,
head back.
Sonic they need to bring back the volleyball and the batting cages.
Yeah, I never went to that. Like I never had a Sonic with volleyball.
Tragic.
That sounds awesome.
It was. I got to experience. I don't know if I really don't know if there was one here, but there was one. I think there's. I don't know if they closed it. I'd have to. I haven't been back up there, but Scandalous Tea Topeka, they do have one that has volleyball, sand volleyball, and then they
Mhm.
used to have one in Emporia. They knocked that shit down, but it was some fun times.
Yeah. Dang. Yeah, my hometown we just had a small Sonic that got closed down. No volleyball nets, nothing.
Damn. Hey, no Sonic Blast for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a sketchy Sonic. Somebody was selling drugs out of there, so
Dang,
they
of
shut her
course.
down.
The whole thing, everybody has to pay because one
Yeah,
person has to be out here.
yeah.
Man, I'd be mad at that person. Be like, you got the whole Sonic shut down.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't have walked
Yeah.
across the street.
Yeah, it was shut down for years too. They got a new one up now, but yeah, my hometown didn't have a Sonic for a long time. I think their
That's tragic.
McDonald's shut down too.
What?
I
How you
think
gonna shut down Sonic and Mickey D's? mm. Dang, they were really like, you know what? What can we do to take more away from a small town?
Mm-hmm.
Take these staples away.
Hey, we still got Casey's,
Hey, okay,
Dollar
Casey's.
General.
The DG. The DG. I always got mad low key at Dollar General because I'm just like, you're really not, it's a dollar in general. So general dollars because shit is never a dollar at
Mm-hmm.
Dollar General.
Yeah, they need to raise it to like $5 general.
It's not even Five Below.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically just a store paying regular prices for stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever happened to the true dollar stores?
Inflation.
Yeah, that's true. I remember I told you last week the story. I used to shop with my grandma all the time, and I never appreciated it for what it was because she used to have me in the dollar. We used to go. We had a little routine. It was a route. We would either get on the bus because we'd have to get on two buses. So I was in charge of like getting us to the bus stop, and then switching buses, making sure we didn't miss it, or we'd get a taxi to, because obviously my grandma wasn't driving. Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
I'm 9 years old. I can't drive. So we take the bus or get a taxi, and we'd go to Big Lots. Again, I hated shopping, but this was the routine. We get, yeah, you know what a Big Lots
Mm-hmm.
is?
Yeah.
A lot of big, a lot of stuff. You can get a whole bunch of patio, like you can get fire patio, set.
Mm-hmm.
You can get nice yard decorations, whatever, random things that you didn't maybe know you needed in bins. I don't
Do
know.
do they have clothes there too, or is it just
They
like a
did. I think they did have clothes
leg?
at Big Lots. I know. I'm trying to remember, but yeah, we'd be in there, and then we would walk because then there was a Radio Shack like three doors down when they had Radio Shack. So we'd walk to the Radio Shack because most of the time my grandma needed like something for her little headphones or a new auxiliary cord or like or we just went in there to, kill
Mm-hmm.
some time. Um, and then we'd catch the bus or take said second taxi, and then we would go travel on to the mall. Then do that time, and then after we would go to the mall, we would go to this other space that then like it was we'd come back and hit the Dollar General that was in like the zone for Target. So it'd be like Dollar General, and then we have to go to Target because my grandma needed to get her popcorn because when they at Target, and then just to be in Target to be in Target.
Mm-hmm.
And then we would eventually go home. This is why I can't do this, right?
Dang.
Shopping. This would be all day affairs pretty much every weekend. No
Damn.
exaggeration.
Damn,
Every
really?
weekend. Yes.
Well, that's wild.
Mm-hmm.
Was the weekend like your time for your grandma to go do things?
It was.
Yeah. Oh, and she wanted to go with you.
Well, I was I was the little guide.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep. And then after we would, and then every like 2 to 3 weeks, that entire like thing would end with a trip to freaking the worst place ever, Super Center Walmart. And grandma was like, I just got to get a few things. And we'd come out of there with like $300 worth of groceries. And I'm like, this wasn't a
Dang.
couple things. And then my grandma was just like, going down her braille list of the grocery list. And I'm trying to get her to like tell me everything in advance so we can just boom, boom,
Mm-hmm.
boom, knock it out. But it's like, oh, I need it. We need milk. Oh, we need TP. Oh, we need to go get cat food. So it's just like, just tell me the list.
Dang. Can you read Braille?
Nope,
So
not
she
at
was just
all.
telling it to you?
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you a letter.
Dang.
I
So
don't
she
got it.
really didn't give you the list. She was just like, Deja, go get
Yeah, yep, that's it. I was like, all right. But this was the experience of a long-winded again explanation that led us to we were talking about Dollar General, but I
Mm-hmm.
never fully appreciated things like Dollar General because I was always annoyed with shopping. So when we'd go to the Dollar General, I'm like, what are we even in here for? We don't even need anything. She just wanted to go just to go to look at stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But now, low key, I wish there was still a true dollar store.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Tragic. So, gym's almost done, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm so excited to go check it out tomorrow.
Yeah. Y'all better there at the gym better be getting your biceps up for this rope that's there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'll
Yeah.
be fun.
Yeah. My
Climbing
hands were
every.
man, I was like, I needed gloves.
Really?
My hands, my fingers are tore up, especially this one. It wasn't a good week like
Oh, your
last.
fingers.
Yeah,
I
it
got
wasn't a good
you.
week for my overall right hand last week. Because
Mm-hmm.
I got like wrist lock from a hip. So like my
Mm-hmm.
palm hurts, so like my grip's kind of weak.
Mm-hmm.
And so
That
that
makes
didn't help.
sense. All right, that's fair. I thought you were talking about like I don't know, like your skin, like your fingers. Or
Oh no. These palms are
nah, it's your
thick.
joints. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm, yeah. Oh dang, I was gonna say we should climb it before every single class. That'd be hella fun.
Whoa. Whoa.
To the
Don't
top?
don't put that on me.
Why?
Why are you trying to put that on me? That just sounds
It's not.
painful. Climb to the top of this every day?
Yeah, you know how strong you'd be after doing that hundreds of times, just before class or whatever.
You're not wrong.
It's not like that difficult.
It's not. You just got to get your
Mm-hmm.
form.
Yeah, I think you'd be fine.
I mean, I was getting it. I was going up once I got
Yeah.
my feet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that every day though. You're out
I'll
here wilding.
I'll probably do it every day. I think it's fun.
Okay. Yeah, but people are definitely gonna have to sign a separate waiver for that shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, when I was climbing the first time, my foot slipped just a little bit. And that's when I came back down because I was like, oh shit, there's just cement underneath this. I'm not falling on this today. Wait for the mat
Not
to be
today.
underneath.
Exactly. So be careful out there, but that's gonna be a fun new addition.
Mm-hmm.
Looking forward to it. Um, yeah, and just like everybody, great job putting in work. Like I said, we'll put together a little montage of just like the progression from build up to everything complete, and that'll be on the Ground Theory Instagram page. We're going to get that
Yeah. Check it out.
updated. Yep, going to get some more posts on that, and excited. Going to be just things again, evolution.
Mm-hmm.
The hard work, making steps forward, and literally putting in the hard work, literally
Mm-hmm.
building from the ground up this space. Again, I think it's super cool to see and be a
Yeah.
part of.
Yeah. That'll be really cool putting a video together from start to finish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then the progression of like Otis.
Yeah. It's so funny.
He is. He's got a little butt up now because his like
Yeah.
back legs are growing faster than his front legs.
Mm-hmm. And he's so dangly and just flopping like his front feet around.
He's a cutie. Um. All right. Well, since we are coming to the end of November, and when this comes out, this will be the day before Thanksgiving. So you are all welcome. And because we're giving you an episode to listen to en route to wherever you're going to Thanksgiving
Nice.
or your day off or Friendsgiving, whatever you're doing this Thursday to do whatever, you have us to listen to. So, right on time, like we always are. So, with that said, you know how we like to talk about food. Well, I know me personally, even though I'm a picky eater, I still like to talk about food and just the essence of Thanksgiving. Even though I said low key, November is not my favorite month of the year. No shade to my November peeps. Love you all. November is just not my thing. But let's keep it themed up. So, Thanksgiving meal. Michaela, what do you what gets you going
Mhm.
when it comes to the food on things? Like what's your fave? Like first off, okay, are you turkey or ham?
Turkey. I like good
Wow.
turkey though. So no dry turkey and like good turkey. I
That's
like
what I was
every
gonna say.
I like everything though. Like I like eating everything together. Like
Mix it all
turkey,
in.
yeah, like not mix it, but you eat it together.
Yeah.
Like
Mm-hmm.
everything, like the turkey, mashed potatoes, gravy. green
Mm.
bean casserole. What else? Stuffing. I like that too.
I made some stuffing today. It was
Nice.
flame.
Nice. Just because?
No, we had black brunch today, so we had Thanksgiving.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, that's
we
cool.
it was so good. I loaded my
Yeah.
plate appropriate. I was impressed by how I like systematically worked my plate down to clean it.
Yeah.
It was great work.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing?
Well, as soon as you said turkey, I was like, "Wow, dry
Uh,
is right." But I right, you said you don't like it dry, but I've never really been. I've only been a turkey sandwich kind of person. Like, give me
See,
a turkey sandwich.
I'm a ham sandwich type of
I
person.
don't want a ham sandwich. I want
Oh,
turkey.
that's wild. We're opposites there.
Yeah. So I won't. I don't want sliced ham. I guess what I'd want if it's like Thanksgiving ham, I will eat. I will eat the shit out of some sandwiches,
Mm-hmm.
like leftover ham and
Yeah.
cheese sandwich. Like, yeah, from Thanksgiving, I'll eat that.
Yeah.
But sliced ham, I mean, eh. But it's got to be accompanied with turkey.
Mm.
But I don't like like big turkey. It's just dry to
Yeah.
me. But in fairness, I've never had fried turkey, which I hear obviously is a gold star, and put like moist, tender.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't even think I've had a turkey leg, but it depends on where you get a turkey leg because my dad had a turkey leg somewhere, and he talked about how disappointed he was. He was mad about that turkey leg all weekend.
Yeah. I don't know where you get turkey legs besides the Renaissance Festival, like those big ones
Or
that
those
you.
food trucks, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just not, I don't know, it's just not for me. Or yeah, you just have to like douse it with gravy,
Mm-hmm. That's what I do. And mashed potatoes.
mashed potatoes and gravy. Mashed potatoes and gravy. Not gonna name any names. If they listen to this pod, they know who they are. First name starts with a D as well. We know who we're talking about, our fellow teammate here. Um, Mashed potatoes, no gravy is
She's
crazy to me.
just like, is this the same person that eats noodles just like?
Yes,
Damn.
absolutely. And chicken fried steak and mashed potatoes, no gravy. At that point,
No,
it's just
dang.
a chicken breast meal
Mm-hmm.
with the side of mashed
Dang.
potatoes.
I wonder if she likes sauce. Like any sauce.
No sauce.
That's wild.
I guess like butter sauce is kind of like a thing because like she said to like eat butter
Butter.
noodles.
That's just butter. Butter's not a sauce. That's pretty wild.
I know. So if they're listening, I hope that she does give this a listen.
Yeah,
Put
same.
gravy on your
Shout
mashed
out.
potatoes. Yeah, shout out to you. Put gravy on your mashed potatoes. Okay, especially during like Thanksgiving. That's the time. Like this is the time where you absolutely have gravy, right? Because you douse it on everything.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you mess the gravy up, it's
Oh no. Yeah.
I think like the gravy and the mac and cheese because the mac and cheese
Mm.
is that's one again. There's a lot of favorites for me on Thanksgiving. So if I'm gonna load up my plate on Thanksgiving, here's Deja's what's on Deja's plate: ham, honey, spiral cut ham, filet, mashed potatoes, brown gravy. Okay, and then we're gonna definitely obviously have your dinner roll. You gotta have a dinner roll. Cheesy potatoes, because why wouldn't you double up on potatoes? Potatoes are potatoes because you gotta have mashed potatoes with the gravy, and then you have to have the cheesy potatoes with the cornflakes on top.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So you with me so far? So then we have the mac and cheese, and just like the gravy, maybe the mac and cheese. Actually, mac and cheese probably ranks higher. But if you're coming to a Thanksgiving meal, in my meal, and I'm gonna load up my plate with said things, and you're in charge of said gravy and mac and cheese. And if you mess up the gravy, it's really not really forgivable, but it's like, I don't feel like I need to read you for filth. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I'm just gonna talk shit this whole time. knowing like, well, these mashed potatoes are good, but they would have been better with gravy. Like I'm just gonna continue to like little jabs, little petty jabs,
Mm-hmm.
but it's all good, whatever. I'm not gonna, you know. But if you are in charge of the mac and cheese and you mess up the mac and cheese, like it's dry, like you don't have that
Mm-hmm.
like, that mac and cheese dirty sound. You know what I mean? Because it's not like the cream ain't creaming. You got 23 different things of cheeses in there, but can't taste one because some people do that.
Mm-hmm.
If you mess it, you might as well just leave. Leave. I don't like because now you've ruined. Now I'm not happy. My joy has been taken. Now I can't eat because I have to be happy while I eat.
Damn, I didn't realize you like mac and cheese that much.
Well, but it's a staple.
Yeah.
I do. Well, who
Uh,
doesn't love mac and cheese? But it's like, but that's like it like brings the meal together. Like
mm-hmm.
it's the mac and cheese.
I don't know if my family really does mac and cheese.
Wow.
Or like it might be there, but I don't put it on my plate.
Wow, that is. I'm disappointed for you in that. That's tragic. That's one of those things you should remember. That's like one of those things that stands out. It's like if they forget the dinner rolls, you're like, all
Mm-hmm.
right, whatever. You know what I mean? It's like, okay. Um, green beans. Now I'm not now green bean casserole is something that was new to me in the game. I don't think I was introduced to green bean casserole until I was like 20 years old.
Dang.
It was an odd concept to me. Cream of mushrooms and green
Yeah.
beans with cornflakes. I was like, what is this
That's good though.
situation being made? I don't disagree. But depending on who makes it,
Mm-hmm.
that's one of those things. It can get kind of interesting and funny. So let's not get crazy. Um what else? What else I want? Might have some cream cheese corn, not cream corn. Let's not get let's not speak blasphemy and talk about canned cream style corn. That's not what
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about. Because that speaking of canned cream style corn, have you ever had that?
mm-hmm.
That shit sticks with you. Like when I'm talking about it right now, I can smell the
Yeah.
cream style. It is such a distinctive smell.
Yeah, I can taste it.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
I remember one time, I don't know why this made me remember, but this is how it sticks with you. I remember one time I think I was sitting, I don't know if I was sitting in class, I was sitting somewhere, but it was definitely me judging somebody because they smelled. There's not here. It was some years back. I don't know where I was, but like somebody smelled like cream corn. And I was like, this is crazy that you smell exactly like this distinct smell. Smell like something else. BO, stale. I don't know, but you smell like a
Yeah.
can of cream style corn.
Yeah, I don't know how you get like that.
I don't know. You better not make me mad though, because that's definitely gonna be the first out the chamber.
You smell like cream corn.
If you don't get your old can of cream style corn out my face, hey, don't play with me. Don't play. Yeah, but cream cheese corn is
Yeah.
flame.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a bean eater, so you're not gonna find no beans on my plate. It's not happening.
Yeah. You shouldn't have to worry about that though, right?
Nope. Nope. Hey
Mm.
Roxy, what's up?
Just my home girl being
Yeah,
being scared.
I get it. We all get a little scared sometimes. No! Oh!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, I was trying to I know I put more on my plate. It's like one of those things I gotta see it. I gotta see what's on the stove. So we're going back to
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving. I gotta see what's on the stove. Okay, dessert wise,
Mm.
where are we at on the desserts?
All the pies.
All the pies. Okay. What's your fave?
Probably pecan or I really like everything. Like
Okay.
I like pumpkin, I like pecan, I like apple cobblers. Our blueberry cobblers are pretty fire.
Hmm. Dang, you eat the pies that I couldn't eat.
Yeah. I
Because I'm only,
forget.
yeah, I'm picky. I don't like warm
Uh,
fruit like that, but I do love a good apple pie. It's got to have a good crust. I do really like a good apple pie.
mm-hmm.
Outside of that, I'm not gonna eat a fruit pie. Don't like,
Oh, cherry?
nope, absolutely not.
What about peach? Cherry's pretty
Nope,
good. Cherry might be in my top
nope,
3.
it's not happening.
That's
It's not gonna
crazy.
happen. I know. I don't like sweet potato pie. I don't like pumpkin pie. I don't like pecan pie.
Mm,
I don't like coconut cream pie. Now I will mess up some chocolate silk pie.
mm-hmm.
That's good.
Dang. What do you
Hmm.
like? What kind of desserts do you eat?
The apple pie.
Are those the only two?
Usually, or the chocolate silk. So we're gonna have like those are
Mm-hmm.
kind of like the staples. Again, like who doesn't like apple pie and who doesn't like chocolate silk pie?
Yeah. That's wild though. Like, who doesn't like cherry pie?
That you know,
Or pumpkin or pecan?
those are one of those. I think you're like you're getting you're now you're like you're see. I'm in the basic zone of like
Mm-hmm.
most people are gonna like what I like, and then
Mm-hmm.
you're like okay, we're adventurous where it's like a little less than most people would like this with cherry, right? And then you go forward, it's like maybe like half the people would like this.
We need to do a poll.
Hey, I'll tear up a good apple pie. I do like those Heidi made them. They're super good, but I also had them at Wheatfield. Those tarts, like the custard fruit tarts,
Hmm. Yeah.
those are good. I'll mess those up.
Yeah. I like everything. Like, I really do like most foods.
I love that for you. I wish I was that way.
Hmm. Yeah, same. I wish you were too, because you're missing out.
I am definitely missing out. It is what it is. I've accepted it.
Yeah. What
Hmm.
if you got rid of texture and everything and you just got the flavor?
There'd probably be a lot of stuff I'd get down
Hmm.
on. Coconut, fish. I was just describing fish today, like shrimp. I was like, the texture of it. One, the smell like throws me off, but
Mm,
like the
mhm,
texture sometimes it like depends on the taste. Like I can do some shrimps, I can, but I can't do like
mhm.
an excess. Like I can't eat like an entire shrimp. Like I have to eat a bite of it and then finish it because it's like the texture of the meat is just odd to me, and it
Mhm.
just kind of reminds me of like just biting into a blister.
Ew. Oh, that's so gross, but I know what you're saying.
I know it's nasty for me. So that's the thought that goes through my head, and I'm just like, well, that's out. Beans, the beans.
Mhm.
I could really mess with like some barbecue beans and stuff. Like the taste is great, but the thin
Mhm.
casing into the mush like is not it for me. I'd probably be eating all kinds of yogurts, right? But if I get to but outside of Greek yogurt, I can do Greek yogurt if we're putting granola that's not sitting in the yogurt that long for it to get mushy and moist. And the granola can't be moist. Like I need to have a crunch.
Damn. You must have been a really picky kid.
I was, but I really like couldn't be at the same time. Like I was picky, but I still had to eat it.
Mhm.
Like I remember having to eat tuna sandwiches, and I was like, this
Mhm.
is hell on earth right now. Actually,
Mhm.
no, that wasn't. It was when my grandma would cook. Oh my god, butter beans. OMG, worse. I would just try to get like a little bit of the juice and just put it over like my cornbread just to offset. It wasn't it at all.
Yeah. What is that? Butterbean? Butter
It's
peas?
like yeah, like yeah, butter bean. Like
Just
what kind of bean?
butter
Like
on
it
beans?
was like white beans.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
I don't like what kind of beans those would be, but it's like that and like some, I don't even freaking know, kind of sauce. But it's literally, it like almost tastes like a big bowl of black eyed peas, but they're not black eyed peas.
All right.
Yeah. Ugh. Oatmeal. I used to have to like sit there and like, man, my oatmeal will sit there for just hours. I don't want to eat it. This is
Ew.
disgusting.
Yeah, cold oatmeal.
Yeah, even warm, all of it was not it. But so I ate these things, and it's like no, like it's continued to solidify. I don't like said things.
Mm-hmm. That's all right.
Yeah, and then I got my stride when I became a teenager, make my own little money, could take myself to my own little shit, and it was on.
Mm-hmm. No
Yeah,
more butter beans.
no more butter beans. My number one requirement is that it's just like taste great. So
And
I'm
no
gonna go off.
texture.
It does have texture, the right kind of texture.
No slippery or slimy texture.
Not at all. We're not doing that. We don't need to do that.
I'm not going to be able to eat shrimp again after thinking of biting into a blister.
Sorry. I didn't mean to ruin that for you, but
That's all right. No, one day my sister was helping me clean the shrimp, and I didn't realize that they have some of them still have like poop in them.
yeah.
I didn't eat shrimp for months after that. I couldn't do it. I was like, all right,
Mentally
threw me
messed you
off.
up. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. The
It is what it
blister's gonna be
is.
another thing. I haven't ate shrimp in a long time, so I think I'm all right.
So yeah, that's where we're at. So Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving, day off Thursday, whatever you have going on that also has food in it, go take yourself out to a meal. There's stuff that if you don't have a home cooked meal or something, there's going to be some places open. I think there's usually like Chinese places open. I think
Mm-hmm.
Perkins is also open. Maybe, I'm not sure, but go feed your soul. Um, okay. Segueing into continuing, since again Thanksgiving theme, Michaela, putting you
Mm-hmm.
on the spot if you saw this or you've been thinking about it, because I'm gonna have to think about this for a second.
All right.
When you think about 2024, so real quick, go through all
Mm-hmm.
the clips right from January into now. It's thinking about where you started the earlier this year, what was going on, and to where you're at now and where your continued intention plans on ascending in 2025. What is one or a couple things that you are grateful, thankful for?
Hmm. Got a lot of things.
Oh, well, you name whatever you want. Name
Uh,
them all.
hmm. I don't know. I feel like I'm thankful for everything. But just over the year or throughout the year, I'd say probably like friends, family, community, just all the support that I have through everybody. I don't know. I'm thankful for a lot of things. Like
I hear you.
that's a big one.
Yeah. So friends, community, support.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I could rock with it. Right.
Yeah.
And just because you don't name it, it doesn't mean that you're not thankful of it. I was just asking like specific, like pick something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm thankful for everything, but I got specifics. If I'm going to
Mm.
shine a light on one, where we hit a claw, we're clawing out one thing of a bucket of thankful and grateful stuff.
A bucket of thankful and grateful. Yeah, I think also opportunity, like being thankful for
mm,
all the opportunities I've had because I feel like I've done quite a bit this past year, or I've done a lot of new things this past
yeah.
year. A lot of growth too. Like a lot
Mm,
of growth because there's new opportunities that I was able to take.
okay.
Everything's tying together.
It is. It's connecting. You've been moving forward, right? You've been creating opportunities for yourself, taking advantage of said opportunities.
Mhm.
And those opportunities, some of them, right, have come cultivated or come together because of friends and family and support or whatever that kind of looks like,
Mhm.
and those continual connections.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I'm just thankful for everything. Like everything's connecting into one. I don't know. I think just thankful for life too. Like things have been good. This year's been pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like nothing really negative has happened this year, which is pretty cool. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
this has been a good year for me.
I'm here for it.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's great for you, bro.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What are you thankful for?
Well, I mean, if I'm going to branch off of that, samesies, all of that, life in general, friends, family, support. Everybody has been great as always this year. People close to me, and then as we get outside of that circle too, not any less value. I just don't get to see you or maybe stay in touch with you as much. So you're not in my orbit as much, but it doesn't mean I'm any less thankful, so to speak. Um, Definitely opportunities, right? Coming about, like you said. So if I say samesies to all of that, more specifically, if I'm going to be in my claw and pick something out, I am absolutely, and like obviously life every day, but
Mhm.
I'm specifically thankful for my resilience and my ability to continue moving forward in the face of adversity and uncertainty. And so I mean that, like, if I'm going to be specific, then I'll pick one thing. So, like, those of you who know me, you know, I'm on my dissertation kind of journey. This has been a almost a full 7 year of the totality of what you can do a doc program in journey for me. And I'm rounding out. I see the finish line. And there was a lot of that's a big part. Only literally like 10% of people complete their doctorate.
Dang.
Yeah, there's not a lot of us that complete. A lot of people end up on ABD, which is all but dissertation. So you did your classwork, you completed your comps, and for whatever reason, for a number of reasons, right? Maybe you just didn't get to the finish line, and so I could tell you, there's been a lot that I've had to deal with. For example, I just got my last interview. I'm super grateful for that. I just got my last interview last Monday. Um, for the person that I just needed 8 people. I got my 8th interview, and let me tell you, this has literally been. I sent in my IRB stuff that I need to get. You got to get approval to do your research and get when you're doing human subjects and whatnot. And from that process, and then finally, like being able to send out my interview or my surveys and stuff. It's been a year. It took me
Man.
a year, people, to just get 8, not just 8, because that's a pretty significant feat. But there's a lot of times this year where I have just been dealing with the system of my department, the people that I work with, a lot of stuff that's not in my control.
Mhm.
Um, and there were moments in time where I really mentally was like, I'm effing done. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm tired of this not being in my own hands. I don't foresee this getting any better. But it just kept trucking along, the little engine that could just kept on chewing. And so I'm thankful to myself for being able to show up and continue to show up, because
Yeah.
like I said, there's no arrival. I'm going to keep doing the thing. But I think for me, the universe, I think I didn't necessarily, I don't want that kind of stuff, but it continues to show me, right? The universe is like you said, right? It's like, I'm tired or whatever, but it's like, like I can do it. It's not like it's necessarily
Mhm.
easy, but it's, just showing up for yourself, being like, in the face of adversity, how the hell are you going to show up and how are you going to respond?
Mhm.
So that's where I'm at for that.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, no, you had to deal with a lot of unnecessary stuff. Things you wouldn't think you would have to deal with. You had to
Oh
deal
yeah.
with them.
Those of you again who know, you know. A lot of patience on my
Mm-hmm.
end, a lot of chess play. Not
Yeah.
checkers out here, a lot of chess play. Mm,
Yeah.
we're setting it up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How are you feeling though after getting your last interview done? That has to feel pretty good.
Oh yeah, I yelled, I screamed. It was like anime. Oh, like the like Wolverine kind of stuff. And it was one of those things like I thought I lost the last interview too,
Mm, dang.
because yep, had to take my fur baby to the vet. We both did that this week.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, we did.
we did. So I took my fur baby to get reestablished with some new care. I mean, great place. Dr. Bradley, highly recommend vet spot, but we are reestablishing care and I be thorough with my child. I appreciate it, but I was not anticipating this appointment to take an hour and a half. So this person that I had my interview with, they had to reschedule on me last week, and so we rescheduled for this last Monday. And they have a certain window of time. Like I get it, and so do I. And we had already been rescheduled and missing each other. And at this point, I was like 30 minutes late to the interview. They weren't
Mm-hmm.
there when I got back, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like I said,
Mm-hmm.
the process of how long it takes just to get somebody and lock them in. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh," with one more left, and luckily, they had messaged me, and we connected, and so it all worked out. And so the universe was like, "Hey, I'm not going to play this cruel joke on you again. Okay, like just keep the
Yeah.
faith." And so that's what happened. It felt good. Felt like I was like Goku out here from Dragon Ball Z, like just like but now it's all in my hands. That
Mm-hmm.
like I said, well, I obviously have to deal with other folks and whatnot, so it's not 100% in my hands, but I don't have to worry about the interview portion anymore, which was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. That's wild. Like you would think 8 girls wouldn't be too hard to find, but I
Just
mean, if I was in college and I got asked to do an interview, I probably would have said no too. Like
same,
honestly.
same, right? And there's no compensation. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
you. The
Yeah.
subject matter, maybe I don't really want to talk about. Like, I totally get it. And maybe if I would have done something else, maybe I would have had a little more luck. But
Mm-hmm.
it just kind of depends. I know one of my friend who also listens to podcasts, shout out Kyle, who's going to be defending his as well. He's my colleague. He's going to be defending his dissertation in the spring as well. So we are going to be graduating together. Super excited about
Oh,
that.
that's awesome.
But he told me one of our cohort members was like, "I'm going to get 14 interviews," and I'm like,
Uh,
"Good luck. I wish you
yeah.
all the luck on trying to get 14. It took me a year to get 8."
Yeah, that's crazy. Dang. I wonder if anybody listening would be able to give you like an interview. I mean, you already got them, but too bad you
Hey,
couldn't have given shout outs earlier.
but hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. This is a future seed planted because once your girl becomes the Dr. Deja Jackson out here, this is going to open up a plethora of things. I've already got ideas circulating. So this is good. This potentially a chokes in consciousness research paper or article. So you might be getting called for some future assignments. You too.
All right. I'm here for it.
Yeah. So yeah, we're rocking.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's awesome. Yeah, I'm also thankful for this podcast. Like this has been
Hey,
fun.
pretty big one. You know,
Mhm.
um, yeah, the progression has just been great this entire year. From literally, like we said, it went from a mention, quick convo in a week, brainstorm within I think a week and a half,
Mhm.
and then we were recording our first episode.
Yeah. No, I
Mm-hmm.
love how like you're just so ready to do things like that. Because I'm down. I just need
Yeah,
that push to be like, hey, we're doing it. And then I'm like, all right, cool.
same. I think we very much fed off each other very well in that aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm excited again to see where we continue going with this. Because if you think about where people have started with their podcasts, it was like maybe starting off with like one listener, us,
Yeah.
you know, and then as things progress, people, I told you we had a download from somebody in South Africa. Who knows who that was, but
Mm-hmm. Shout out.
appreciate you. Hope you're enjoying the content. And again, we're doing our own thing, our own niche. Nobody
Mm-hmm.
else here in Lawrence is doing it. And then if you do, shout outs to the originals.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be cool if other people did start potting from Lawrence, Kansas. Like, come
Why
on,
not? Let's
let's go.
let's get us on the map in the pod game, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Just pick
Yeah.
up the mic. Nikki, I know you've been talking about it.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be fun listening to all our friends or being able to listen to like multiple conversations between like just our community here.
I'd
That'd be cool.
subscribe.
Yeah, me too. I love listening to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
This podcast,
Same.
if you're talking, I'll listen to you.
Same. Yes. Well, outside of that, anything else before we move on?
Now we can move on.
Sweet. Okay, well, quick. I don't have much for content, but that's fine. Got good topic and Zen talk for you. But content wise, I was telling Michaela like didn't even realize that there was a UFC fight this
Mhm.
Saturday, which was Figueiredo versus Peter Yan. There was no women on the card, or there no that this is there's no women on the card we'll talk about, but there was a scary knockout. But I know I didn't catch it.
I
Did
didn't catch it either. No.
I want to say it was in China, right?
It was on at 5 in the morning, so probably.
Yeah, I was trying to see where it was. I think it was China. But Peter Yan and Davison Figueredo were headlining bantamweight main event, and then for the co-main event, you had Yan Zianon, I think that's how you say her name, and Tabitha Ritchie. So I've seen Yan before. I think we saw her. Who did she just fight for the title with Wei Li?
Hmm.
Or have
Yeah,
they? I thought.
maybe. Like if that sounds right, but not 100%.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But the highlights. So before we get to the scary knockout, um, highlight wise, like Michaela and I both watched this. Like, what was your general? Just kind of watching the highlights of the grappling exchanges, but between so Peter Yan ended up winning by decision against Davison Figueiredo. He broke. I think he was on a losing streak there for a while. Now he's back in the game, but that division is pretty stacked with Sean O'Malley being the current champ of said division. And Jan called out for a rematch with O'Malley, title shot. Or is that a title shot? Or yeah, a rematch with O'Malley, or to fight Marab for the title because Marab is the current champ. So, what did you think about those grappling exchanges?
Oh, I didn't get to see them.
Oh, did you see what I sent you on Reddit?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
trip.
Yeah, I saw the trip. I just watched the trip.
Oh, okay, yeah. It was slick.
Yeah, it was
Mm-hmm.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. If you're able, that was a UFC fight night. There'll be highlights and stuff on YouTube if you all enjoy grappling exchanges, obviously in real time. And it's always like the little people giving us the most bang for our buck because they're just so fast and technical.
Mhm.
They were really going back and forth, chaining different submissions together. I saw, different escapes, bringing the leg up like we do, kind of like not single leg X, but or X guard, but kind of using that same technique to
Mhm.
get up in real time fights. So that was really fun. I thought just overall mixed martial art. They both hurt each other, but they both have great chins. So definitely go back and watch that fight.
Yeah.
That was I'll have to go back and watch it too. But from the highlights and the comments that people were saying, it was a fun fight to watch.
Nice. Yeah, I'll check that out.
But that knockout of the, I believe she was on the prelims.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so Ming Shai knocked a women's straw weight, knocked out Fing Ziakan. Ziakan, I think that's how you say her name. It was pretty bad. Michaela, what do you?
Yeah, she was out for 4 minutes after that kick, which is insane. Uh, yeah, I want to see if she's doing all right. You know,
It was pretty nasty.
like, how does your brain feel after taking a kick like that? Like
Yeah,
concussed, like you're just concussed.
leg kicks are always, those they can always be scary because leg kicks can knock you out even when you block them, even when they're properly blocked.
Mm-hmm.
And the when we saw the highlight of, because we just watched it right before we got on, it was a powerful kick, and it was also one of those. It was just a beautiful combination, and she hit it well. And it's the shots that you don't see. So it was like a blind.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it's like taking a bat to the face and you don't see it coming.
Ooh, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, she
So,
fell hard.
and yeah, it had to be taken out on a stretcher, which you never want to see. Those knockouts are always scary in MMA, especially if you're not used to seeing them, and then obviously it elevates it when there's a scary knockout. But the one of the things you really hope for is that the person wakes up, they're lucid, they get them back on the stool, they're able to hear the end result of the fight and walk out. And unfortunately, she was taken out on a stretcher.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and here's a crazy thing. I'm actually clicking on this headline. I have to read this in real time. So I thought this was just clickbait, but maybe not. So on MMA Junkie, that I'm getting this is headline from, um, the woman that knocked out, so Ming Shai, her parents did not know that she was a fighter.
What?
So it says here on MMA Junkie again, that Ming Shai's parents may find out the hard way that their daughter is a highlight reel knockout artist fighting under the UFC bantam or banner. So what was it? Yeah, so it prompted mixed emotions. She just had the biggest win or fight of her career as a sizable underdog to become a UFC fighter, but as a medical doctor, she had concerns about her opponent's health. Wait, wait. So she's a
Mm,
doctor serving up KOs like that? Are you
she
trying? Is she trying to like solidify business?
what? So she's a doctor and a fighter, and her parents didn't know she was a fighter. That's kind of sweet.
That's pretty crazy. Yeah, I don't. So it looks like, so she's nicknamed Yo. Stop it. Again, I'm still on MMA. Stop.
What
What
is
I just
it?
said, she's serving up, right? Putting people to sleep. Her nickname, it says again on MMA Junkie here. Although Shy, who was nicknamed Dr. Sleep by Michael Bisping during the broadcast, clever. Yeah, so it also says that the cat may be out of the bag that she's a fighter, which is something her parents did not know about. As far as they know, she simply competes in traditional martial arts competitions to break wooden boards. She quotes, I don't think I'm going to mention it to them. For my parents, they are traditional Chinese parents and they worry about me. Only doctor or lawyer. I don't have other choice. So I'm going to fight UFC, but maybe every time I will go back home after I recover. Yo,
Dang, that's wild. That's
you're
like,
a doctor.
yeah, damn. And the parents were just doctor or lawyer. and she won't swerve, I'm gonna be a fighter.
Yeah, wait, yo.
That's so cool.
I'm going to be a doctor during the day and I'm going to whoop ass at night. That's a crazy kind of, it's like, okay, if I've been thinking, so you just served up somebody a vicious head kick KO. Isn't there something that may like, I know me, I would internalize that and be like, damn, I just did that to somebody. Maybe they're going to have permanent brain damage or whatever, right? CTE.
Mhm.
I just did all of this schooling. My career is I need my nervous system and my neurology to be firing. And I'm going to pick all the sports I can do. I'm going to pick fighting where somebody could do same thing to me.
Mhm. Pretty wild.
That's crazy. And what do you mean you're not going to tell your parents? You are on the biggest stage that
Mhm.
there is of fighting and you just had one of the best highlight KO year knockouts of a female fighter. They're not going
Yeah.
to see that at all. The cat's out of the bag. We might not see her again
Why?
because her parents are going to be like, "What? This isn't happening. You're done training. It's over. It's over. It's
Nah,
not
no
happening."
way. No way.
I'd be surprised if we see her again. Quote me on that. Be
Nah.
surprised if we see her in the octagon again. Wait till that them parents get in that ass once they find out she's out here.
Yeah. But come on, she has to be like an adult, you know? Like her parents can't be making those decisions, but then again, I don't know what the culture's like in China. I don't know.
Things are different. I don't
Mhm.
know. I'm saying I'm be surprised if we see her back. That's what I'm gonna say.
I bet she comes back.
I hope for her.
Yeah, Doctor Sleep, come on.
Come on, Doctor Sleep. So Doctor Sleep, yeah, delivering vicious KOs. What I'm curious what kind of doctor she is. It doesn't say on
Mhm.
here.
Yeah, me
Uh
too.
but that's crazy.
Dang. That's so wild. Like to
Mm-hmm.
have the brain or the smarts to be a doctor, but fighting's like your calling. That's so crazy.
People are built different. I'm here for it. Again, be your
Mhm.
authentic self. Do what makes you happy and what you want to do.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe she doesn't want to be a doctor. Like maybe she became a doctor for her parents, but that's not who she is. She's a fighter.
You're right.
So she needs to follow those dreams and, quit being a doctor.
Quit being a doctor. Stop it. You're right. Absolutely. So that's what happened with that. Future UFC news fights coming up. Kayla and I were just like, it is not a popping off end of the year for UFC fights.
Mm.
So we have UFC 310, which will be the last pay per view event of the year. It will be Saturday, December 7th. And the headliner will be Alexandra Pantoja and Kai Ascura for the flyweight title. And then for the co-main, we have Shavkat is fighting Ian Gary for that. I mean, it's not a bad card. We also have Cyril Gahn fighting Alexander Volkov. Bryce Mitchell versus Crone Gracie, which will be a very interesting grappling exchange, jiu-jitsu back and forth. And then Nate Landwehr and Choi Doho. I think that's Superboy.
All right.
Yeah. Um so that will be and then and that was the one that I meant to say earlier that does not have any women fighting on that
Mhm.
card,
Damn.
unfortunately. Um And then we have UFC, the last fight of the year, UFC on ESPN, Covington versus Buckley. That will be Saturday, December 14th. They are the headliners, Colby Covington, Joaquin Buckley. Co-main will be Mackenzie Dern coming back, is going to fight Amanda Ribas. That should be a fun fight to see. We'll see what Mackenzie's coming off a loss, or is she coming off a win?
I feel like she won her last UFC fight. She lost versus Fionn in the jiu-jitsu match.
Right, yeah, 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 you're
I think
right. She
she won.
won. She did. She fought Loopy.
Oh yeah.
She fought Loopy and won by decision. Um, and that was in August. And then before that, she had fought in February and lost by decision against Amanda Limos.
Mm.
Yep. So we will see her return to round out the end of the year. We'll see where that goes. But that's it for UFC.
Yeah. Do they normally have a big card for New Year's? Is that usually a bigger one?
They used to, right? Towards the end of the year, used to. And I mean, I guess you could say the biggest card was the John Jones card
Mhm.
last weekend, but I mean, it wasn't really stacked. So,
Yeah.
eh.
Yeah.
Eh. Okay, IBJJF crown results. We talked about this last week. Did you follow up on any of that? You
Oh,
see anything?
did you know where to watch it or where
Flow
to find?
grappling.
Oh, it is on Flow.
Yeah.
Okay, I must have not. I didn't see it, but I'll check it out. Did you watch any matches?
I did not. I just saw I just looked at the results. So
Mm,
I haven't watched it
yeah.
either. So results wise, so we have the winners. So the ladies taking it, like I said, there was only lightweight and super heavyweight. So there was Gabby Pisania. She defended her throne, her crown yet again. Went 3 for 3 on submissions to win in the super heavyweight. And then Brianna St. Marie wins the crown for the women's lightweight division. So I think she went. It was one off advantage.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of cool that you guys hung out with her a few months ago.
Yeah. Yeah, that was super awesome. We did a the Alchemez fighter grappling women's grappling camp out in Pennsylvania earlier this year in May, I believe it was, which was pretty fun. And Brianna St. Marie was one of the Nogi instructors and gave us some good tips, and it was just overall really good workshop. Super shy, super sweet, which looks like a world beater, is a world beater.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why you love the jiu-jitsu community. People look mean on the outside or whatever, but everybody's, for the most part, people are
Yeah.
pretty welcoming and sweet, and it's always nice to kind of have that camaraderie when you go places.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's it on the IBJJF crown. Those are the results from that. Super awesome. Like I said, they were dispersing $250,000
Oh dang.
worth of prize money. So
Mm-hmm. I forgot about that.
those, I think, 5 or 4 divisions total, something like that. So they all got a chunk of that money.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
All right, IBJJF.
Yeah, they out here trying. So like I said, that was year 2 that
Mm-hmm.
they have done this. So I'll be interested to see what next year.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully they add more divisions next year.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right. Any any other news coming up? Like we maybe we'll have one, maybe not. I think we'll have one right before your next one. But your event, just again another update. Michaela's event,
Yeah.
December 7th, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll be in Iowa, December 7th. Orbit Submission Series. This is the 7th card that they've had, and it'll be my first time going out there and competing. It's a pretty good card, pretty good size card.
How
I'm not,
many people or matches are on there?
uh, I'm not sure. I should count them because
Do
I've
they
been
have
counting.
like do they have like the event posted up anywhere yet? Outside of
I don't know. I don't know
Instagram?
outside. No,
Let
I've
me
just seen
see.
everything on Instagram.
Well, as I'm looking it up right now, it's 2023. But if I go to, yep, there's Ticket Leap. Just so you all know, get this out there. I don't know who's going to be wanting to travel to Iowa, but hey, you never
Yeah.
know. But just again, get the info out there. So, which will be in Marion, Iowa, Orbit Submission Series 7.
Yeah,
It will
there's
be
30 of us competing. 30
okay.
matches.
That's that's a lot.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you can, if you're interested in going, want to have a weekend up in Iowa. Iowa is not far. It's not an ideal drive, but Iowa is about a few hours
Mhm.
from here. So, hey, if you don't have nothing to do on Saturday, you want to go check out some good matches, check out, you know, hit up Michaela for tickets,
Yep.
for that. I can't see, but maybe we can get some information if maybe it'll be streaming somewhere.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they didn't put out anything yet, but if there is, I'll update you next week if there's
Mm-hmm.
a way to stream it. Yeah, I'll have to let you guys know cuz me and Julian will be competing on it. So, it's kind of
Mm-hmm.
cool. There's two of us.
Yeah, absolutely. So rep yo set, ground theory out there.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, and I'll be wearing my new rash guard that I got from
Ooh, okay.
my first this dude that's sponsoring me, my first little sponsor. Kind of
Okay, can we
sweet.
shout out the sponsor? What's the sponsor? Who's sponsor?
Hand wraps. He I think he's out of St. Louis, Missouri, but he supports and he helps a lot of different jiu-jitsu events in the Midwest, which is kind of cool. And I'm just finding out about that too, how he's helping. He helps support a lot of just fighters and grapplers and just jiu-jitsu. It's kind of cool. Yeah.
Here for it.
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
go.
excited.
Okay, that's right. Elevating. We'll definitely have to get like a picture or something, some feature of said rash guard once you get it on,
Mhm. Yeah,
and give a shout out to the sponsor as well.
will do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
pretty pumped. But besides that, there's no gi worlds where none of us are going, and then we'll have Crash Combat Championships that'll be happening January 18th. That's a local event, MMA, kickboxing, bare knuckle boxing, everything.
Oh wow, where's that going
But
to be at?
I'll be in Kansas City at Memorial
Okay,
Hall.
January 18th.
Mhm.
Okay, that'll be a solid event to kind of pop off to start the year off a little
Oh
bit.
yeah, yeah, it'll be fun.
All right. Anything else
No, that's all I got
potentially?
so far. Nah, I need to start looking into things after January or after the new year, see what's all
Yep.
happening.
Start getting it locked in.
I know we gotta start planning for next year.
Hmm.
Dang.
I know.
I'm not ready for that.
We're ready. We stay ready.
Yeah, you're right. Just mentally, I gotta start prepping. Like, okay, what trips are we going on this year? Like,
Mm-hmm.
how many events can we just go to? Because I want to compete as much as I can next year.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna have to
Absolutely.
plan all, just figure everything
A
out.
lot of planning, but yeah, like
Hmm.
once they set the list, mark the ones that you really want to go to, and then see what that looks like, and we're gonna make it happen.
Hmm.
Hmm.
2025.
That's right. Coming up. All right. Any other content at all?
Oh.
No? All right. Well, moving forward to our topic of the week.
Mhm.
Again, things have been just layering, and we're not even doing this on purpose. Things are just aligning as they are. As things are happening in the universe, in the world, we're feeling certain things. And so, like when we release an episode of the topic and the Zen, it's right on time because that is currently what is going on or what people are going through. And it just speaks to the sequence here.
Mhm.
So, we planted things, right? We've been in our villain era. We're officially in that. We've been in transformative chaos, building resilience, building our fundamentals. It's been self, and this continues to be self, but in order to be selfless, we have to be selfish. So what comes with that, though, is there's 6 degrees of separation here. So topic of the week is inspired by paying it forward, right? Like, what does this look like personally, professionally in our jujitsu? Because I'm figuring out, this is kind of like, I think, a new. I've always been kind of that person as I've been in my jujitsu journey, but I think a little more so at my brown belt journey, which Carl kind of gave me, insight on right when I got my brown belt, of kind of like what that maybe looks a little more like. But how do you acknowledge gratitude, and how do you give back? Because it is about giving back. Like, what, like Michaela, she's out here coaching girls wrestling, in a form of like, as she's learning to do it, but a sense of like, that's giving back. At some point in time, like, you were a young buck, somebody came
Mm-hmm.
in coaching, mentoring you, and it's not just about sport set at hand, but it is about the relationships you build, how you affirm confidence, shape that, right, in young adults, what they see you doing, what they see and hear you doing. um so how do we pay it forward, right? Like, what does
Mm-hmm.
this look like, and how, and what does it look like? And because what you pay forward is what you, when we talked, right, about karmic portals and old
Yeah.
patterns, what you put out is what you're going to get forward. So if you're so selfish that you don't pay it forward, I'm just going to be over here, I don't want to help anybody train, I don't want to help anybody work on anything, it's all about me, 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 it's the dominoes are going to fall.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about some people, some of the people that need a little extra help.
And we try, definitely exercise our patience to
Mm-hmm.
give said people extra attention and help with what we can. There's limits. There's limits out here, okay? We're not going to be unrealistic. That's why everybody chips in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that is a good thing about our gym. Like everybody is willing to help and like take their turn on helping whoever's in need. It
Yes.
doesn't get put on just like one person.
And it shouldn't, right?
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I think, as we come up to the new year, and I was joking, not really, I wasn't joking at all. Come try a jujitsu ground theory at the new
Yeah.
spot. Come on by. And I think that, obviously, like, trying new things, people get intimidated. Oh, I don't, everybody's gonna beat me up. It's gonna, I mean, in a nice way, right? Like, nobody's out there wanting you to quit. If
Mhm.
anything, we want you to stay. We want you, again, continue the legacy of jujitsu. We want people in the door. We want people to train. And so, kind of like that, paying it forward when we have new people come in. I remember what my first day or first week, first month of coming in, just to get through the freaking warm-ups. I
Mhm.
remember the struggle, right? Because you're not used to having the gi on you. That shit is hot. It feels claustrophobic. And you're like, and I'm running and working out. Like, I don't, am I breathing correctly? So I think people,
Mhm.
right, they get self-conscious, and it's just like, over and over again, I'll hear like new people. Sometimes I'll hear like, oh, I'm so sorry. They'll apologize. And I'm like, there's nothing to
Yeah.
apologize
Yeah, that's
for.
a
We were
common
all
one.
there. Yeah. Like, we all had a day one, a month one, a year one, whatever. And I think, as us upper belts, how we pay it forward is just being that support and um empathetic, because we were, like I said, we've been there.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. And just being patient, understanding, and being nice, like helping people, like being nice and not, not being rude, not being like, why can't you get this? Like actually walk them through the motion so they feel comfortable.
Exactly. Don't be an ass, you know. Don't be an ass. Because again, they'll come back and bite you in yours. At some
Mm-hmm.
point in time, it will. Trust and believe. What I was gonna say is, Carl, he had said, I think he was talking to Nikki and I, right, when we got our brown belts, and he was saying one of the biggest things of, because we talked about what are some of like the big themes at each belt that you're learning, you kind of focus on. And he said that brown belt typically tends to be the focus. Yes, obviously your game and doing all of that, but it tends to be more the giving back and teaching
Mm-hmm.
aspect. And I think that definitely is holding true right now. Because I have found myself, even though I've been intentional working on my stuff and individually, and not necessarily taking a step back, but I think it's been an appropriate maybe divide of teaching and working on my stuff, of just trying to be more mindful. Um, Obviously, like going through techniques with people, teaching a little more. When I'm rolling with people, I'm working on my stuff, but obviously, trying to give more feedback, trying to lift up the younger folks and the lower belts and
Mm-hmm.
stuff to really kind of again set those precedents moving forward.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for being one of my teachers, Deja. And
You're welcome.
thanks for being patient with me.
No patience needed. Easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're in that role, now
Yeah.
you're also in said teacher role.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't really been thinking about that, but I have been helping like my sister. I've been trying to help her with things, help her figure out just
Mm-hmm.
like her white belt stages.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're right. It does get passed down.
It does. And then like the culture of like your gym too, like right, paying it forward. It's like when we
Mm-hmm.
go to competitions, obviously everybody wants to win. I get it, but when you do lose or maybe you didn't do as well as you did, the people that are in the paying it forward, it's not just some cliche of being like, well, at least you got on the mats, right? That's a win. No, it's like seriously, like when we're saying that because we know what it's like to get out there, right? We know
Mm-hmm.
it's not easy. Nothing's easy. And everybody's going to have their different journey, and people just have to continue hearing that and being affirmed by people, obviously, that are higher belts or in the jujitsu game of like, hey, like you don't need to, like, yes, chase your, like, be a world beater, like do the best that you can, and it's also not the end of the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, recognizing just the journey. The journey itself is what matters. And
Yeah.
really, like jujitsu, like from white to black, it's 8, 10 to 12 years to like it's a 10-year long journey, like that's a long time. That's a lot. I don't know, there's a lot there. But I think, yeah, not getting caught up on the wins and just knowing, hey, I'm going to learn every day. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's what means the most. And yeah, getting the young bucks to realize that that changes a lot.
Yep. It does. So pay
Yeah.
it forward in some kind of way.
What is 6 degrees of separation? Like I
Well,
haven't
it's
really heard that before.
well, it's like we're all connected, right?
Mhm.
Like so, um, like we're all connected through 6 degrees of separation, meaning like somehow I'm connected to Denzel Washington by 6 degrees of separation. Like we are.
Yeah.
Just the collective.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I could even tell you how I'm connected specifically, actually, by 3 degrees of separation off the top of my head, just with that example. Because I went to college with somebody who, an acquaintance, and then they became an extra slash actor, and they've moved out to California, and they were an extra in King Richard, so the Will Smith movie where he was the Williams sisters' dad, and obviously Will Smith has had
Mhm.
connections with Denzel Washington.
Mhm. Yeah, I got you. That's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a small world. Yeah, we're all connected.
Exactly. So like paying that forward is also paying yourself.
Mhm. Mm. I get where you're going.
Mm. Exactly. Because if, let's use jujitsu, we're going back to jujitsu. So if I'm being Like obviously, like I said, you still like you are still in your own individual journey. Sharpen your tools and do what you need to do for your individual game. And as you're giving back and teaching, like, are you just smashing somebody for the sake of smashing? I mean, there's a time and place and manner in doing so. And are you just always rolling to win? Like we've talked about, are you always smashing somebody? Nobody's learning. You're not helping that
Mm-hmm.
person. You're not helping yourself. So then as like the days and the years go by, everybody at the gym or whatever is rolling the same. Nobody's getting better because you're not helping each other get better. And that means me helping a white belt is making me better. It's helping me talk through things and I'm seeing things differently from my own stuff, right? And then by me helping them out, not developing bad habits and whatnot, when they develop into a blue belt and giving me tougher roles and whatnot, I'm not getting terrible tough roles because their technique is shitty. Like we're,
Mm-hmm.
again, like that sharpens yourself as you're paying it forward.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's wild.
Mm-hmm. So I was like, somebody asked me one time when I was teaching, it was a while ago, and I was like, as you teach, and like you probably realize this, like you don't know what you're doing sometimes until you. That's why teaching's great because you'll actually be like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, I do put my hand here. I am doing this with my foot. I didn't realize that,
Yeah.
So you're going through that, and so I was talking about all these little details that I do that I didn't realize that I was doing, but I was going through in real time. And somebody's like, "Why are you giving us all your tricks and whatnot?" I mean, basically, like we can defend it better. And I was like, because that makes me better.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I not give you that?
Yeah. Why would you hide information?
Yeah. There's some stuff, right? If you got to figure it out. Like if I've swept you, I'm working on something, so I'm not going to give you a breakdown. But if I've swept you with the same thing 3 times in a row, after we
Mm-hmm.
get done, I'll be like, this is what I was doing.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been there. uh, yeah.
Because we got to get better. So, yes, I'm going to give you the things that I do, like the little secrets. Like Heidi gives us all
Mm-hmm.
her little. We still
Yeah.
can't do shit with it, but she's she's giving us all her little nuggets and everything that
Mm-hmm.
she does. Again, it's just making a better place for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. I love the lineage of jujitsu. Like the little nuggets that you're feeding us. Some like we might use them, we might not, but if we do, like eventually you'll see little things that you do in us when we roll or when we
Mm-hmm.
compete. And then, like, hey, that's a little bit of lineage from you that you're passing down through us. And I think about that from Heidi too, because like a couple of months ago, I watched her jujitsu matches on Flow, and I was seeing little details that she was telling, like she was pointing out to me, and that like I've been doing because she pointed them out to me years ago. I'm like, oh
Mm-hmm.
shit, that's how lineage works. Like we're all going to be doing little things that Heidi does because she's our teacher and she's the one that like the knowledge is being passed down through. And Matt, and
That's
not
right,
leaving Matt
Sensei
out,
Matt. Hey, like I said,
but
my half guard game highly
mhm.
influenced by Matt.
But yeah, it's cool how that works. How like little things get passed down and
Mm-hmm.
they'll continue to get passed down too.
Exactly. So what kind of the energy that we talked about in past episodes, the energy that you put out is the energy that you're going to get back.
Mhm.
So pay it forward, be thankful, have some gratitude, right?
Yeah.
And you can acknowledge and be grateful while you also are giving back.
Mhm. Yeah. It's not hard. Just don't be selfish. Just don't be an asshole.
Exactly that part. Exactly that part. Well, so the segue of that, right? So we're gonna top that off with our Zen on
Mhm.
that, right? It's like so acting without expectations, right? Too many people are acting with expectations, and
Yeah.
so selfishness aligning with paying it forward. Like, what does that mean? So we're talking about like, don't be an asshole, don't be selfish, and that means I'm doing something for the sake of getting for the purpose and all intent of expecting something back. That's not how it works. You just got to
Mhm.
do it to do it. I'm not going to give somebody a smile back in the store with an expectation that they're going to give me a smile back. But more right. So if they didn't give me a smile back, I'll be like, damn. I mean, All
Mm-hmm.
right, it might be kind of awkward, but my point of it saying, like, my motivation for initiating a smile was not initiated because I'm like, I'm gonna get a smile back from this person and that's gonna make me feel
Mm-hmm.
good. So let me smile. No, that's
Mm-hmm.
not how that works. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah. I get annoyed though if I like give somebody a smile or a head nod and then they just they look past me. Like, okay, no
I'm
more
not saying,
nods to you.
hey, exactly, noted. I'm not gonna give you one, right? But you didn't be like, okay, I need the currency or the security of knowing I'm gonna get a head nod back, and this is the reason I'm gonna give a head nod.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just throwing that good energy out and watching it get shut down. But hey, it's all right because I wasn't, when you don't expect it from the other person, then it's fine.
It's fine. You do you. If you want to be dark on the inside and you don't receive this head nod or this smile, that's on you. But I'm gonna be all right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be all right. Yeah. Um. Yeah, and on to that, right? Just acting without expectation. Be kind for the
Mm-hmm.
sake of being kind. Give back in jujitsu. Uh, help somebody tighten up an armbar if they tried it on you and you're like, yeah, spazzy white belt wasn't gonna get this on it anyway. Like, or I'm gonna show this how to do this correctly for because I'm gonna get out of it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
just do it for like no nothing back, right? Like I'm just acting without expectations because I'm a kind person and I want to pay it forward.
Yeah. Yeah, and karma, pay it forward because it'll come back to you eventually.
It always does.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you're actually actively aware of it or not. Just know that. It's
Yeah.
working.
Yeah. I bet there's a lot of karma that comes back that we're just unaware of. We just don't pay attention to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Why does this keep happening to me? The universe is out to
Uh,
get me. I'm like, you didn't learn.
I bet you hear that a lot.
It
Every week.
is it's a kind of it's a heavy hitter.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure. Yep.
Damn. Yeah, you see, and with your job, you pay it forward just through your job, through your line of work. That's kind of wild. Like your job is to help people navigate their lives. So damn, you're always paying it forward.
Essentially, I would hope so, right? I would hope
Yeah.
so. Um, yeah, that's true. That's just the nature of my profession. But
Mhm.
I think in every little way, I think everybody, right? You're paying it forward in what you do, even though, like I said, keep that energy, that joy in them cards.
Mhm.
Paying it forward with
Mhm.
your coworkers.
Yeah.
We're in this together.
Mhm. Yeah, all of us.
If I can't leave, you can't either.
uh,
Oh, I hear you. So be kind, be nice, pay it forward. Maybe think about, right? Like I said, we're grateful, we're appreciative. Maybe I can think about what did I do today to pay it forward with anything? What did I do today?
mhm.
What did that look like for me today?
Yeah, that's good to note stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or just be more aware. I don't really think. Like go back through my days and think about that, so
I mean, I struggle with it too. I'm saying it.
mhm. That might
I
be
got I got
something
to
I
practice what I preach, but
yeah.
the knowledge is there.
Yeah. I might start doing that on top of manifesting. Being like, all right,
Mm-hmm.
this is
Yep.
where I want to go. All right, what have I
Mm-hmm.
done? Well,
Exactly.
reflecting. Dang.
Reflect.
Maybe journal it like Nikki.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Exactly.
Dang.
Yep. Get out here. Um, do you have anything else before I get to our quote?
Yeah, what's her quote?
All right,
I'm ready for it.
I got another heavy hitter from our girl Maya Angelou. So we have, it is important that we learn humility, which says there was someone else before me who paid for me. My responsibility is to prepare myself so that I can pay for someone else who is yet to come. Maya Angelou.
I like it.
Yes, we've got two times always, so you catch it. Again, I quote, it is important that we learn humility, which says there was someone else before me who paid for me. My responsibility is to prepare myself so that I can pay for someone else who is yet to come. Maya Angelou.
Yeah, I like that one. It's a deep one.
Mm-hmm. So, be one young grasshopper and pay it forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah. All right. Well, do you have anything else to add before we hop on and we go enjoy the rest of our week and and end out the rest of this Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving day off week that we are going to have?
I'm just thankful for the pod. Thankful for
Thankful.
everything. Life's been good. Shout out to everybody listening. Thank you guys.
We appreciate you.
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Well, thanks again, peeps. You all be safe out there. Safe travels. Warm embrace. Love always. Yes. Thank you. Episode 19. Again, Chokes in Consciousness. This is Deja,
This is Michaela.
and we will talk to y'all next time.
Peace.